So to turn the machine on, you need to find the tower for the control panel, which is the big red one that's under the desk. So you need to press the button for that first. And then after that, you can press the button that's the second one in on the top left-hand corner of the control panel. And that should turn the machine on. So once you turn the computer on, this is the work list that will come up. And to get patients' names up to x-ray them, you press work list query down here. But you might have to change the date depending on the day if someone's done it. So to do that, you press find. Then you have to enter the date here. It goes backwards. So you put in the year, and then you put in the month, and then you put in the day. And then you can choose either examined, not examined, or all of them. So just press not examined and confirmed. And then a list of patients should come up. So once you've selected your patient, this screen will come up, which will have the name running across the top, and then along the left the examinations that they're going to have. Could be one, could be more than one. Then you can just pick them just by selecting them. And then underneath are the detectors. So there's little icons there. This one's for the table. This one you can select for the wall detector. And then this one would be for free detector if you're using CR cassettes. Underneath there's the place to put your RA number, just to identify who's done the x-ray. And on these two, the wall detector and the table, it can sometimes come up saying grid state doesn't match with view, which is an indication that you might need to insert or remove a grid. Right, so this is the table detector. The grid is found in a little slot underneath, so you just pull it out here. And the colour coded with a little thing on for the distance. So this is a 110 grid, which is used in the table. And there's other ones, there's a 140 for the wall detector, and there's also a 180 that's used for something else. So you just slide that out, and to put it in, you press this button. A little clasp will come out on the side here, so you just need to put it in. Make sure that presses the clasp and slide it in. Right, so this is the wall detector, and you insert the grid in a similar way. So there's a little cabinet behind here that holds them. If you just press that, that'll open. And then there's two slots in there. So this is the 140 grid, which is used for chests and the wall stand. And you insert it in a similar way. So you just press the button, that little clip will come down. And then if you just slide that in, and then the light will be continuously orange once the grid's properly inserted. Sometimes you might need to give it an extra push. And then the control panel on the side has a few different buttons. So this one's used to move the detector up and down faster. This one does it slower. And this one changes the angle of it. There's buttons for the light and for collimation as well. And these buttons choose where the centering points are. So for a chest it's usually this one, but you can have it lower down or towards the bottom. So there are a few buttons on the left hand side of the tube which choose what detector you want to use. So this one would be the table. This one will be the wall stand, and then if you're doing a free detector you can press this one as well. And then these lock buttons here are different colours, they coordinate to different things, so you can check on the ceiling the blue and green ones depending on what direction they move. So on the table, the blue one will move it in and out. The green one moves it up and down. The purple one's used to rotate the tube around for different examinations. The yellow one moves it up and down. And then the black one's for angling towards the patient's head or feet. And once they're all locked in place, these green lights will come up, and then you know that you've got everything locked in. So once you've selected your patient, you can manually alter your KV using these buttons. You can do the same with your MAS. And then this light indicates that the machine's ready to x-ray. If the light isn't on, you're not able to expose, so you need to double check that first. And then you can just expose. So once the image appears on the screen, you can do a little number of things, so just post-process it. So one thing you can do is crop it, using these little squares either side. You can move the corners as well if needs be. And then you can have markers on here, so from a drop-down menu there's right or left, and then there's options for annotations from this one and this one as well. Then if you click it, it'll just appear on the screen, and you can move it around to wherever you want it to be. You can also rotate the image pressing these buttons and then move it back to the way it was. And once you have the x-ray on the screen, there's a number of buttons you can press to decide what to do with it. If you want to take another x-ray and you don't want to confirm this yet, you can press the button that says next. You can press reject if you want to take another acquisition. And then if you're happy with the image and you want to send it off, press confirm. So to turn the room off, you press log out in the top right hand corner, and then there'll be an option to shut down on the far right. So you just press that button, confirm, and that'll start shutting down. And then you can just press this button in the top left hand corner on the control panel. That should turn it off.